something to think about today, Sunday 29th of August. You know, the common thing we think of is when we see the world, we see the suffering, and there's plenty of suffering. Oh my God. We then think that's what makes us miserable. We can't bear to see the suffering, whether it's in our own home, whether it's out in the world, you know. But that technically isn't right. If you know, let's just, you know, taking this Buddhist path, this Buddhist approach to the mind, you know, let's say you're an advanced being, you really, really practice and you rid yourself of so much attachment and anger and fears and ego, then how would you be, do you think? You'd have enormous wisdom, enormous compassion, but you'd have enormous kind of clarity. So then for you, if you've got this, they call it great compassion. It's like a technical term, you know, great compassion. Not only do you see the suffering and you go, oh my goodness, look at that suffering, but you go, what can I do to fix it? It's like a mother for her child. She knows it's her job. That's bodhisattvas. Okay, we're not like that. But if you were, the more they see suffering, the more energy and enthusiasm it gives them to never give up working on themselves so they can be capable of helping others. Whereas when we have our normal attachments and fears and depression, when we see suffering, it drags us down. But we're not suffering because of the suffering. We are suffering because of our attachment. Because attachment is this junkie in us that only wants the nice things, can only cope with the nice things. So then when attachment doesn't get what it wants, that's what causes us depression or anger, you know. So that's what causes us suffering, not other people's suffering. It's an important thing to think, you know. So, of course, it's difficult. The world is terrible. There's terrible things happen on the planet. But we have to have some kind of enthusiasm. Okay, look at the suffering. And then have compassion. And if you're brave enough, have compassion for the baddies as well. And look what they're doing to themselves. Oh, my goodness. And then you just keep going, okay, I'm going to make the most. I'm going to work on myself, do what I can every single day. We've got to stay optimistic. We've got to stay optimistic, you know. That's it. Do our best.